As a student of geography, can you tell us whether some relation exists between the El Nino events and the adverse weather phenomena?
Yes, sir. Sir, El Nino is a weather condition where Eastern Pacific Ocean will get warmer when compared to the waters in the Western Pacific Ocean. So it has a phenomena. It leads to increased drought-like conditions in Indian subcontinent. It leads to failure of monsoon, so that we will face water challenge at a more intense level. So El Nino, we have drought-like conditions in India, and it will lead to heavy rainfall in countries like South America. So it has varied impacts across.
So it helps me to understand what exactly are the challenges faced by society, by every section of the society, how society moves from one form to another. For example, from a industrial state to a post-industrial state or a post-modernized state. How patriarchy is visible in different forms in society. How even people with Western outlook still have a Indian culture in them. So in that way, it can help me formulate better policies and I can be more adaptable.
Can you explain the term patriarchy for us?
Patriarchy is a system in which men assume greater power, preference and privileges as compared to other genders.
Do you think everything is bad in patriarchy or something good is also there in patriarchy?
This is triggered by vagaries of climate. Particularly, we have deficit rainfall, particularly in the last season, that is contributing to this issue. I think we can take certain measures which can address this issue. One thing is efficient water usage across the landscape. Particularly in urban areas, we face this challenge in a intense way, particularly in the cities like Bengaluru. So efficient water usage is one thing where we can promote circular use of water. Treated water can be utilized for purposes that are not for drinking, so that water use will be minimized. And industry also as a whole can apply such practices where treated water will be utilized for their needs instead of fresh water, so that burden on the people will be reduced. And in the long term, we have to take sustainable water harvesting as well as
learnings from Mumbai Dabbawala that a corporate or even the administration can adopt.
Yes. I think many case studies of Harvard and IIM Bangalore also based on Dabbawala's efficiency. So basically only 1 out of 10 lakh dabbas they misplace. Other than that, everything is delivered properly, and it is a very good networking of people. They use public transport, they use all green facilities like bicycle and public transport only. So in that way we can learn the green concept from them. And secondly, their management is
initiatives are taken. First thing, usage of technology, particularly drone surveillance, can be applied to understand the extent of these forest fires, and necessary interventions can be made. Secondly, encouraging diverse plantations instead of monocropping can be one solution to address these issues. And also, forest department actively involves with the local communities to delineate the regions which are susceptible to forest fires and take measures like cleaning of undergrowth, which are particularly help fueling these forest fires, and certain boundary zones can be created to spread the.
There are allegations on government of snooping or spying the data of opposition leaders and journalists through some of the specific spywares like Pegasus. How how can we evade such kind of spying? Even if suppose I am a journalist, how can I make myself safe from these spywares?
Sir, firstly, we should not click on any unwanted links. We should be aware of the apps which we are downloading. We should regularly update our Android or the iOS system. And we should follow guidelines of the government, whatever it is saying that a particular application needs to be.
From my side, what are the key features of Indian Space Policy 2023?
Sir, the major objective is to encourage more private players in the space ecosystem. Currently, the space research and all is concentrated by ISRO, and we want to establish the private ecosystem so that today the space we capture around 2% of the global market, and our target is to increase it to $40 billion within the next 5 years. So establishing robust private sector is one of the priorities, and also ISRO wants to spin off some of its technologies like the launch vehicle systems and all to private sector so that it can focus on core missions like Mangalyaan mission, solar mission.
Analyze with the perspective of sociology.
So from sociological point of view, firstly, since people were more connected than ever, they started entering the personal spaces of each other, which started to create a degree of tension between the relatives, husband, wife, or for that matter, parents and the child. That was one reason. Secondly, as far as we are in a technological world, the impact of digital media was quite high on everyone. So it was more visible. The violence was more reported, more visible, because people could directly complain via digital media or on cyber cell. So for that reason, sir, I feel these are the two main reasons why there was an increase in cases.